Okay, next I'm going to remove these 4 nuts right here, and that's what holds on the fan. We'll get that off, and then we'll loosen up the belt, and I'll show you how to do that. These are 1/2-inch bolts or nuts that came off of these studs. You get those off, then you can remove your fan, and then there's your pulley exposed. There's what you're looking at. So now we need to loosen this bolt here, or loosen the belt. So what we need to do is loosen this right here. You guys are actually able to see better than I am, but there's a bolt right here. You loosen that. There's also one in the back behind here. You loosen it, and then you're able to loosen your power steering pump. Okay, and then you just start removing bolts. Okay, so I'm removing this idler pulley here, just so that whenever I pull the pump out, this little hose here will have a way to come out. Also, I'm going to need to loosen this bracket here, and looks like this right here will do it. We'll see if I can swing it down after I loosen it. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can remove this water pump without having to remove this bracket here. Just for curiosity. And the answer is yes. So I was able to remove the water pump without having to remove this bracket. So we'll clean this up and replace this water pump. Anyway, I did go ahead and I'm going to loosen this bracket here, take this bolt out, and take the tensioning bolt all the way out, and then there's that bolt that's up here, take it all the way out, and that way you can loosen this and have access to loosen this bolt here so that you can loosen this bracket here. I think it's necessary so that you'll have a good shot at putting your water pump on, and then you can bolt this. I just think it would be best to go ahead and remove this bracket. Even though I think it may be possible to put your water pump on without removing the bracket, I think it would be best to remove it. Just make for a cleaner installation. I think it'd make it easier on you too. So I did go ahead and remove this bracket, and I just tied my power steering pump up just so it doesn't hang, and so now I have really good access there to replace the water pump. We're going to clean that surface really good, and new water pump, new gasket, and go from there. All right, so next will be reassembly. I'm just going to use a little chisel here, just to gently scrape off all this old gasket. Okay, that's a nice moving surface. Alright, I'm gonna turn. So this is what I'm going to use. Permatax Aviation Forma Gasket Sealant Liquid. I'll paint a little bit of this on the mating surface of my new water pump before I put the gasket on. Okay, and so now I'll apply a little bit on the other side of the mating surface and then put them together. So basically you reassemble in the reverse order. You could the main thing on these on my Jeep at least is to make sure your belts are aligned. Make sure you get your belt on there right, and make sure they're aligned, otherwise you'll get a squeaking belt. But yeah, it's a doable project. You could actually do that in your driveway. You don't really necessarily need a garage for that, so not a big deal. Okay, so that's my water pump replacement on my 1991 Jeep YJ 2.5 liter.